Hi guys! Today we're at Lower Fort Garry National Historic Site. So come explore with us. Mosquito repellent on.
We're done.
Yeah. Is the stairs a little bumpy? It's like a video game. So just pretend you're Mario. There's bugs. Okay. Literally over the river and through the woods.
Where do you want to go next? You want to go see the lady? Let's go. Go on, keep going. Farm manager.
Today?
First time here for him.
Exciting.
We're just trying to not get eaten because, well, we forgot the bug spray.
That was unfortunate. Well, welcome to the farm manager's house. You're welcome to come inside and take a look around. I'm just getting a fire started for some candles this morning.
Do you want to take a look around?
Yeah.
Does anybody want to talk to him? Because this is all about him learning. Around Manitoba, things people can do if they're in town.
Yeah. Well, this is a great thing to do.
Well, exactly.
He has a daughter named Jessie, so that's her bedroom. And he's in charge of growing all of the food here at Lower Fort Garry.
If anything is hot, let us know before we let him near it, just because he's touchy.
There's another part of the house over
Yeah,
here.
do you want to see? What is that? That's called a spinning wheel.
Yeah, it's for making yarn. So, big wheel, turns like this, and I have some wool like we saw over there. And I just pull a little bit at a time, and twist up into a piece of yarn.
So you take wool and you turn it into string.
Yeah.
See her foot? See how her foot's moving it?
Yep. It moves the wheel.
And he's like, yeah. So do you think this is cool?
Maybe don't touch it with your fingers.
You know what this plant is? Its name's right there. What's it called? Radish. Yeah. And I believe cucumber.
These two are butternut squash.
Oh.
There's some cucumber back there.
Sorry, I all look the same to me. I apologize.
Yeah, all the squash plants look pretty similar. We've got butternut squash, we've got pumpkin, and we've got cucumber.
Skinny? James.
Well, Gewächshaus is an Anishinaabe-Moen word for hold or camp or kind of a place to stay. And that's why we have different examples of dwellings here. There's different buildings you can go in and take a peek if you'd like.
Okay.
So the guest quarters of the old days. AKA you set up where you need to when you have people over that aren't normal. Aren't the people that live here normally. Sorry, I should say that.
It's like a camp. So if you were like willing to do some trading with the fort, for example, you would kind of maybe set up in close proximity, and then you can go into the fort and do some trading.
Yeah.
Did you want to come take a peek of inside of our wigwam? Yeah. That's exactly why we lit it. Yeah. So this is our wigwam. Do you know what it's made out of? You know what this is?
They also don't have Parks Canada.
Take a guess.
What are you doing?
Yes.
I'll give you a hint. It's usually on trees, on the outside of the trees. Do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah?
What is it?
Is it bark? Maybe?
Bark?
Yeah. They say birch bark. It's pretty cool, hey? Look at how they use that as their walls. If you'd like to take a peek at these, look at those. It's pretty cool, hey? With this one,
They're little tangles here.
this one's a little easier than the one in the building. What incarnation is going on here? Yeah, do you know what the point of it is? You're trying to get it up and then to fall inside of it. In your case, on top of it. Yeah.
Just watch your kneecaps. You're just giving him a child's weapon.
Yeah, like that.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's exactly.
Yeah.
Very good.
It's pretty cool, hey? This one's made with reeds and bulrushes. That one's bigger, hey?
Bigger, yeah.
And do you know what that one is? That one's a little bit more popular. A lot of people know this one.
Yeah.
Do you know the name of this one?
What is it? Starts with a T.
It ends with a P.
Yeah.
Teepee.
It's a teepee. Teepee.
Pretty cool, hey?
Fort Garry. This is where the governor and the officers of the Hudson's Bay Company used to live. So we have it set up to represent the early 1850s.
Please lead the way.
Yeah, so if you guys would
Follow him.
me.
Come on.
Yeah, just this way, buddy. The whole building kind of represents a lot of what the officers and upper class individuals here at the fort would have been living like. We have a couple of different bedrooms. We've got, we talk a bit about the people who lived here, things they might have done for fun, that sort of thing. So if you just want to follow me.
Sure.
So this is the guest bedroom here. In the early 1850s, it is being occupied by a lady called Miss Anderson. She is the sister of the local Anglican bishop. He unfortunately had his wife pass away recently, so she's here to help look after his kids. But he's out of town, so she's staying here for a bit. Now, we can take a look at the mattress here. So, if you want, you can touch this part here, buddy. Yeah, it's nice and soft, isn't it? So this is made out of goose down, which is a type of really soft feather. It's what they make some fancy pillows out of still to this day. Now, if we lift this up here, this part of the mattress, the under part, is made out of bed straw, which is what they would have made most other mattresses out of. The goose feathers are for people who can afford them. It's hard to get enough of them, so the bed straw is a lot more common. Now you might also notice, looking at it, that it is all held up with these ropes here. Now, have you ever heard someone say, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite?
Yes.
Yeah, that is because every so often you'd have to tighten the ropes on your bed before you went to sleep.
Okay.
Otherwise the whole thing would kind of sink down onto the floor on you. Yeah. And don't let the bed bugs bite is just generally good advice.
Yeah.
Also, didn't have any running water, plumbing, that kind of thing in the house here. So we have the whole bathroom set up, just split between this chair here and that little wash basin there. So this is called the commode chair.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
porta potty,
Exactly.
basically. Yeah.
Yeah, so that is where you'd go instead of walking out to the outhouse in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Now,
That
is
makes
there an actual bathroom around here?
Yes, there is an actual bathroom in the downstairs of the big house.
Jameson, do you need to use the potty? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Just checking while we're here.
No, if,
I don't want him to just come in here real quick and start using it.
this one's historic, we don't use that. There is another one in the corner bastion of the fort as well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Keep going, do your thing.
So,
Rest.
yeah, so this is the men's room or smoking room. It's where the officers of the fort, the men of the fort, would come to relax at the end of the workday. They would read the London Illustrated Times, they might play cards, they might get something to drink. They would probably, well, they would also likely be smoking tobacco, which, excuse me 1 second here. It's all right, I can just hold it up if you want to keep sitting. So, yeah, we've got a tobacco twist here.
Oh, cool.
So this is how it was transported. You would fold the leaves into knots like this, dry them out over a fire, and then essentially transport them over the ocean.
Hard or soft?
Hard.
It would be actually hard at that
Yeah.
point. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
For transport, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so this one's a bit softer than it normally is just because of the humidity.
Well, no, I look at them, I'm like, how the heck would they do soft? They'd have to have a lot of resin in it to keep it from rotting and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So that's actually a really nice thing to know.
As far as I'm aware, it was always hard. Don't know for sure though.
What is that?
This is a sled here.
It is a sled.
Oh, it is a sleigh.
So you'd hop in there. We're not going to do that right now.
No.
It's historical.
It's historical, but you'd hop in there and then someone could push you along and give you a ride.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, another thing that's interesting in this room here, we've got playing cards. So card games were always very popular. Cribbage was a big one, but there were other ones. So you might notice that the cards do not have any writing on them. And that was because not a lot of people were literate, but pretty much everyone can count. So you
Oh, just numbers.
Yeah, it's just numbers. You know, you can look at that and go, that's
6, 7, 8.
8
Yeah.
cards. Now, you do have to argue with your opponent over what the face cards actually are. So this is the mess hall here. We've got a portrait of Queen Victoria and her husband Prince Albert. So actually for most of the 1800s, Queen Victoria is the lady officially in charge of the English Empire. She's the reigning monarch. Her husband was a prince of a German state, which is why he is Prince Albert and not King Albert. There's some degree of complication as to how exactly titles and that kind of thing work that I'm not fully familiar with.
Is he allowed to sit in one of those chairs?
Yes, you're allowed to sit on those chairs right there if you want.
So, would you
So,
like to sit in the kids' table?
we got some toys you can play with. So, we also have a couple of costumes just on the rack there.
Oh,
if you want to try on a
cute.
hat or a little vest.
A
or
little
something like
hat?
that. Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
You fit right in.
There you have a little tea party.
Yeah, so that's something we have for kids that are visiting if they want to touch some of the fine china, that kind of thing. That way they don't have to worry about, it being any of the big...
I'm worried.
This is where they'd have dinner with all of the officers in the company here. Most of them are actually living in different parts of this building. A couple of them aren't. So I believe there's John Black and John Ballenden living in the expansion, which you can kind of see through that window there. We'll be visiting it a little bit later. There's also Mr. Lane. I can't remember his first name off the top of my head, but he is the clerk. He's living in the fur loft currently.
Okay.
That's a kind of safety and theft prevention thing, because they figure, hey, if we've got the guy in charge of all this stuff living next to it, it's less likely to grow legs and disappear on us. Oh yeah. We also have these fireplaces around here.
Yeah.
You might notice they've all got these long chimneys here. I believe those were to help spread the heat around in the house.
Okay.
Heating was always a big concern here at Lower Fort Garry. They went through about 1,000 cords of firewood in a year, just in this house alone. So we have a whole pile of these big cast iron stoves around. This one you can't really, oh no, you can see it here. So if you come over here and take a look, they have these weld lines here.
Okay.
And that's because these stoves weren't really intended for burning the firewood that they had here. They were
coal.
Well, they were peat stoves actually.
For real?
Yeah. That is what I have been told. They're Cairn stoves. They're coming from Scotland.
Yep.
Most of them do have the label on them. This one doesn't. You might be able to see it on a different one. But what happened was peat burns at a different temperature for longer.
Oh yeah.
So the wood
It's hotter.
would burn at
Way hotter.
a higher temperature faster, which causes issues because then it would expand too fast and crack. Which is why we've got these here, because the blacksmiths have gone and just welded the cracks back together with a little bit of solder.
Okay.
You might get to see some of the soldering irons if you go and take a look at the blacksmith a little bit later, if you folks haven't been there already.
No, we have not.
Okay. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, so here we have some of the activities that we like to do. You folks want to walk us through the embroidery stuff?
Of course. So we're doing a bit of embroidery and beading.
Oh, you're in shock. We have been trying to get this really high.
It's very tight. So
Yeah.
that needle specifically is for beadwork, such as something like this.
Oh, we got some stuff tangled up there.
So this is an example of beading that could be done.
Okay.
But right now I'm doing some hand embroidery.
I'll grab it.
Embroidery would be a very popular pastime. It takes quite a bit of time, but we have, as an upper class woman, you don't have many responsibilities in terms of a job, so you'd be doing lots of handcrafts, such as embroidery up there, something like this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Well, thank you very much, ladies.
Of course.
So down here is kind of the servants area.
Okay.
Yeah. So the idea generally was that your servants weren't supposed to be seen too much.
Yes.
So we have an entirely separate portion of the house where they lived and worked to help keep the big house running.
Okay.
Yeah. So over this way, we have the breezeway. This is where we put a lot of our more modern things. We've got the bathroom just through that doorway there,
Yeah.
and we've got an accessibility elevator through the other one on the far end.
Okay.
Yeah. Originally, I think there would have been more space in here. This is where a lot of the serving staff would have slept, but this has been remodeled over the years and become what it is now.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's actually an important part of the history of the big house, and by extension the fort, is that this entire fort and surrounding area has been a lot of things throughout its lifetime. So originally it was Lower Fort Garry. The Hudson's Bay Company was always trying to find a purpose for it, so it was a fur trade fort, then it was a transshipment depot, which means it's kind of the halfway point along the fur trade route that they were using. Then it became the training base for the Northwest Mounted Police on their Great March West. And after they departed, it became the first penitentiary in Manitoba, the first mental health hospital in Manitoba, and then it would become a site for the Winnipeg Motor Country Club, who rented the entire area for the incredibly steep price of $1 a year. Now, the real cost was they had to maintain all of the stone buildings that were still standing. So that is part of the reason why all of these old limestone buildings are still intact, is because this fort has always been occupied. That's why it's considered one of the finest collections of stone buildings in Western Canada. And so when the Motor Country Club took over, this entire area was actually, this building here was turned into a restaurant and bar.
Okay.
So over the years, the floor plan and layout has changed a lot. This is the floor plan and layout we figured best represented what life was like back then. So it might not be 100% accurate to where everything was, but it gives you a good sense of how people lived and the places they would have worked, what their bedrooms were like, what their living conditions were like, that sort of thing. So if we want to continue, we'll go right past the wet storage,
Okay.
which is where they kept all of the, alcohol, rum, oils, that kind of thing. We've got the dry storage, which I don't know if you can see
No,
in
it's
there.
dark.
Now, we have the bathtub over there.
Okay.
So that would be used once every couple of weeks, if I'm not mistaken. And it'd be filled up with warm, heated water, and that's where you would bathe. It had to be pulled out, filled up manually. I believe that task mostly would have been done by the scullery maid, whose name we know was Nancy Fiddler. She was an employee of the Hudson's Bay Company, and it was her job to do a lot of the kind of heavy lifting and dirty work here around the big house. She had a bedroom in the corner of the kitchen right there. And yeah, she was one of the only
Hi.
women who were in charge here.
Bonjour.
How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Sorry to interrupt. Have here.
So she would have just been in the corner there. Part of her job was also to make sure all the fireplaces were going. So I don't know how factual this story is, but what I have been told, or heard at least anyways, is that she would light the fireplace down here first, and then light all of the other fires around the house, so that way when this fire goes out, she knows it's time to start making her rounds to go and cleaning up and set all the other fires again. She was also the lady in charge of emptying all the chamber pots and doing all the dishes, that kind of thing. So all of the dirty jobs. Yeah, we would have a cook from a local community. I believe he was First Nations. His name was Johnny Garton. He would come in here to work, and he actually managed to use the connections he made with his job here as the cook for the big house to become a clerk for the Hudson's Bay Company eventually. This is our laundry room here. Forgive the smoke. We are having one of our baking programs going on today. I believe it's just being done in the oven just out through that door there.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have alternating programs throughout the day. On Fridays, one of the ones we have is Lower Fort Garry Chef, where it's a little cooking competition where the visitors are the ones who get to judge.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so if you folks are here later in the day, you might be able to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, here it's just our laundry room though.
No, okay.
Yeah, so we've got,
Yeah.
excuse me one second, we've got good old washing machine here. Our lovely dryer, and a secondary dryer right here.
Okay.
And so you just hang this stuff up, you'd wring your clothes through this here. Oh, I'm getting my actual clothes caught in this now. You wring this through there to squeeze all the excess water out,
Yeah.
and then hang it up to dry afterwards. Now, we've got a couple of other things around here. For example, this stove is one of the few stoves on site that would have probably been made in Canada at the time. Most of the ones you see, like I mentioned earlier, are Terran stoves. They're made in Scotland.
Okay.
Generally, not always. The two-tiered stoves like this were made in Montreal or in America and then imported here overland.
Okay.
Not always though, but generally. So this is the servants' quarters. They were a married couple called the Danes. Unfortunately, we do not know either of their first names, but they were contracted with the governor and his wife. They were the Covilles, Eden and Anne Coville. So the governor's job was to help maintain and manage the entire area of the fort. The officers, that the Hudson's Bay Company controlled in this section of what would become Canada, known as Rupert's Land or the Northwest Territory. The officer's job was to run the fort. The Dane's job was to run the house. So Miss Danes, for example, was the lady's maid and housekeeper. It's unusual that she was doing both jobs. Normally you would hire a separate housekeeper, but that meant she was helping Miss Coville get dressed, figure out all of her clothes, wash all of her clothes, keep their rooms organized, cleaned, that sort of thing. But she was also in charge of organizing a lot of the day-to-day affairs of the house, figuring out which rooms needed to be cleaned, making sure all the sheets and all the linens and that sort of stuff are clean. Even a degree of finances in the house, she was in charge of keeping track of those. Mr. Danes, otherwise known as just Danes, because he generally didn't give the butler an honorific, from my understanding, was in charge of helping Mr. Coville with his day-to-day tasks. So the two of them lived down here. They were originally from Scotland. Their contract, we believe, was a gift to the Covilles, and they came here from London. When the Covilles departed in, I believe, 1852, they departed with them. So they're not contracted to the company.
Okay.
Yeah. They're paid together about £60 a year.
Oh, nice. Thank you. So I've lost my family once again, so I'm just gonna go and take a look for them, and we'll continue on with this little exploration. Good, are you?
Good. Welcome to the warehouse.
Okay.
This is
I'm downstairs talking to someone.
Hey, just let you know we're out here.
Okay.
cool. Is this your first time visiting here?
I came here back in like elementary school, so it's
Okay.
been a very long time.
So what do you remember? What are the feelings or what are the core memories you have about this place?
It was for a school trip, so I remember the interpreters. I
Sure.
remember, the different. I remember the spinning wheel and the one house over there, and yeah, it's very vague.
Yeah, no. For me, when I was a kid, I remember specifically the gun ports.
Oh,
on
yeah.
the walls. That's
Yeah.
what I remember. But welcome to the warehouse. This is where this is actually a regular house. Except during the full moon, it turns into a warehouse.
That's funny.
But yes, so this is a building where we like to talk about all the different hats that Lower Fort Garry has worn during the creation of Manitoba and formation of Canada. So this building was used as a warehouse for the Hudson's Bay Company, where it housed wares. But it was also used as barracks for the Northwest Mounted Police when they were running drills here before marching out west in 1873. It was also used as Manitoba's first provincial penitentiary before that was moved to Stony Mountain, and it was also one of Manitoba's first mental health institutions before that was moved to Selkirk, just a drive 5 minutes north. And it was also change rooms, because after the last shipment of furs was sent out in I believe 1911, the Manitoba government leased out this all of Lower Fort Garry to the Winnipeg Motor Country Club.
Yes, I spoke to the gentleman in the main house there. Yes.
Do you know how much they paid?
$1. I can't remember if it was a month or $1 a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was with the intention that they would use the affluent members of the country club would keep all the buildings and historic buildings intact. So they used this as their change rooms, and the South 40 there was a golf course.
Okay.
Yeah, this is where you would get changed and then go for dinner in the big house, or have a drink down in the basement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool. Good.
Ear nails. Doctor's office.
Oh.
You need yourself an ear nail.
An ear nail. You need yourself some leeches. So this is a primitive doctor's office.
Get this out of the way. All right. So this here is the bakehouse. Can you say bakehouse?
Bakehouse.
Bakehouse. Good job. What do you think we'll be doing in here?
Baking.
Yeah.
Do you know what baking is, Jameson?
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
baking?
It's what Mummy does sometimes.
It's what Daddy does most of the time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah. So this is the bakehouse here. So the only thing, you would think that we would be making breads like you said, but not quite. The main thing that we would be making is hardtack. So, yeah, do you know what hardtack is at all? Yeah? What is it?
It's basically a version of bread that is so dense, it has so little water that it is almost preservative.
Exactly. So all it is flour, salt, and a little bit of water mixed together. And then you roll it out until like the size of this table pretty much. And
What's the thickness though?
it's about that thick.
It's basically the first cracker,
Yeah. Basically.
but it's a thick cracker.
Yeah. Thick cracker loaded with carbs to give you lots of energy while you're on your trips.
And salt.
Yeah. It's like a pinch of salt. There's not too much
Really?
in it. Yeah.
Good to know.
Because then we punch it out and then we bake it for like the entire day. It has to be baked 3 times over. So the main preserving process isn't quite the salt. It's mainly the baking to dehydrate the whole thing. So it gets super duper hard, just like this table.
Where are you going? Oh, you're crawling.
Yeah, so we would be making that all day, pretty much every day, every night, all the time. We would be making hardtack in here. Because each tripsman would get a contract with the Hudson Bay Company, and they would get contracted about £1 pound per person. So a pound of hardtack is quite a bit for one person to get every day. So multiple different forts would be making hardtack, so we'd be like a hardtack distributor. So we could also ship it off to other places that would need it. And it's really cool because different forts would have different shapes of the actual hardtack itself. I believe it's Fort Langley in Vancouver that has circle-shaped hardtack. So you can kind of identify where it came from
Cool.
the shape of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's pretty much the only thing that this bastion was used for. So this wouldn't be considered a building; it would be considered a bastion because it's built into the walls. Because these walls were built in a historically like an army fashion by the 6th Regiment on foot.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely.
are currently staying, but folks like myself would be day laborers. So they wouldn't really hire women under contract. There was the woman who was hired, Nancy Fiddler, who was the scullery maid in the big house. But otherwise, we would be sort of hired for the odd jobs here and there that needed to be done. And there was always work to be done around here. So whether it was by the company to do laundry for the upper class, to chop firewood, make deliveries, or here the men were used to cook for themselves, but if they had money that they wanted to spend, they could hire people.
This
to
is
do
called
so.
the men's house.
The men's
Yes.
house. Okay.
Sorry, I jumped the gun there.
Because you weren't here.
No.
Yes.
What is a scullery?
A scullery maid. So her job is to. Oh, you did there, but don't hit your head. There you go.
Careful.
A scullery maid. She's doing all of the really hard work.
Put them back.
So she is making sure that the fires are always hot, that they're always stoked with wood, cleaning the chamber pots, sort of running around, tending to all of those sort of like always constant tasks that needed to be done. Yeah.
Okay.
But yes, this year it wasn't just the place of work. This was the place where the men would live. For the most part, it was relatively quiet in here for most of the year until it was time for the York boats to arrive, and then it was all hands on deck. So when the tripsmen got here, there would be men packed in here like sardines, trying to
Survive.
make do, trying to survive. I mean, again,
My corner.
well, it's interesting because space and how much control that you have over space is very sort of indicative of your station or your rank, for lack of a better word, or how much you were valued. So even in a space like this, like if you were just sort of a lowly worker,
You got corner.
well, you got the corner, or you have like your trunk at the end of your cot, and that's sort of what you get. Whereas blacksmiths, this whole separate room, that would have been for them, because they are the most like sort of valued tradesmen that we have
Without
here.
them, things break. Yes.
Without them, things break, and they have a very specific set of skills that not everyone else would have. But yes, it was also a place of fun and revelry. So I know we have our games set up here. If at a certain point they wanted to have a dance or a jig, lots of folks could have brought their instruments.
Let her know about next door. I told her it was a church. I was incorrect.
Oh.
That's okay.
Okay, I thought so too.
No, I mean, it makes sense. That's where we have all the information about the local parishes and such. But it was most likely used to house the men and their wives once they got married.
Oh,
So the company only really wanted to hire single men. But anytime they hired someone who was already married, that was an exception.
Yeah.
And it was very much encouraged for the men to, get married and settle down. That was part of sort of bringing folks over to settle in this area. But they wouldn't be rehired under contract. So they would be able to finish at the end of their contract, no hard feelings, but they would then be put on the other side with their wives and such. But we also have it set up so you could have a jig, you could have
a dance.
A dance, gatherings, yes.
An area for doing stuff.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, lots of fun things were done, lots of different games, because again, people were coming from different places.
Yes. Like this guy wants to learn how to play checkers.
Do you know how to play checkers?
No, he's just making stacks.
Oh, is he?
He is
Here. Oh, are you making a design? That's so cool. Here, there's some more colors over here if you want. There we go.
He likes to draw and doodle all the time.
I do too.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Whoa.
Dad, I'm turning into a tattooist. Okay, here's my body.
For a second, I was saying it looked a bit like an anvil, but I'm intrigued.
What is that?
It's a Bible.
It's a what?
It's a Bible.
A bigo.
Kind of pointing out
Oh.
with a wrist pointing out.
Mm-hmm.
This is so cool, though. I like how you're using this. Mm-hmm. I should do this more. I know, if you're in here by yourself playing, you can't. It's the sad game of, you play checkers and you turn the board and you go to the other side. No, but
Yeah.
So, you want some help?
Daddy'll help.
Here, grab it. Grab it.
Grab the stick.
Woo-hoo! We've just summoned the troops. They're
Uh-oh.
gonna be running.
Yeah. Dinner's ready. Okay. just heading back to the interpretive center now. Back over the river. Over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. Or in our case, the interpretive center. So this has been our visit to Lower Fort Garry National Historic Site. I will link their website in the description below so you can go check them out if you want to learn more about the history of this place as well as plan your visit. So, with that being said, please like this video and hit the subscribe.
Do it, say it, be honest. Hit subscribe.
Hit subscribe. And also hit the bell notification so you don't miss a video of mine whenever I upload.
That sounds so scripted.
Yeah.
Love you all. Thanks for watching.
Okay, be kind to one another. Thanks for watching. Bye.